Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Mundaun. In the last episode, we arrived here at the upper mountains? In the mountains of, I think, Switzerland somewhere. And we are investigating what happened to our grandfather, who was burned alive inside his barn. When we arrived, we discovered that he was not buried as the priest Jeremias had indicated, but seems to be instead fused into the back wall of the barn, made of burnt wood or ash or something of the sort. Very strange. We also met some sort of demon or a evil spirit of some sort, which claimed to have met our grandfather and branded our left hand by shaking it with his, and this caused our hand to become blackened, as if it too was burnt from the fire, and twisted as well. We've explored his home, and we found a few supplies, but not a whole lot of information. Some rooms are still locked to us, and we cannot access them, so hopefully we'll be able to find some keys to help us access the other rooms. I figured we'd start this episode out by exploring another one of the buildings we've seen down here, and then maybe see if we can worm our way over to the graveyard that we saw, in order to investigate what supposedly is buried there, if it's not our grandfather who was in that grave. So let's go ahead and begin playing. Or not. There we go. Sorry, I've been playing other games, and F was the interaction key for them. Okay, so let's walk out. Let's walk out, and we'll explore that other structure that we saw down on that side of the hill, and see what it is, and if there's anything interesting in it, before we go ahead and try to actually make coffee. I think I have a general idea of how to do it. I just don't know for sure. I didn't try to make coffee when I played the game earlier. Speaking of playing the game earlier, thank you all as well for your feedback on the last video. I got 4 votes for what I should do in regards to the dialogue for the video. 2 votes to not really concern myself with talking, because it's already done for us on screen, and 2 votes to talk after the narrator had already spoken. This way we wouldn't interrupt them. So, since it's a tie, and since I generally don't... we'll be talking a whole lot anyway, I think I will, for this video at least, not do any talking for the dialogue, and we can see how much we like it when it gets uploaded. On that regard, speaking of uploads, thank you as well, Bruno, for pointing out that the videos were a bit blurry. Only this year did I discover I have some control over the quality of the video edits that I am doing using Virtual Dub. I have increased the quality of the video. This costs me time and space, but not an overly significant amount of them. Actually, I guess it does for time. The last video I uploaded took about... and by the way, we're going to walk around the building before we go into it. The last video that I uploaded for Mundaun took about 5 hours to compress down. During that time, I can't play and record any game that I want to record in like a super high resolution, this one for example, as it will actually drain my processor power and make it difficult to play and or record any other games. But it's fine for playing a game and not recording it, and or playing and recording a game that's not too intensive, such as, say, Underrail. On that note, I'll be making my Underrail videos better quality as well for the remaining ones I can still upload to my channel. I had forgotten about that this was a thing I could do, so hopefully this video will look a lot better than the last one looked. What is this? It's obviously a picture. I don't recognize the person. I don't think it's our grandfather. Oh, this is a garage.
Ha! Il móvel de tat.
Mooville is the name of the automobile, I take it. We got some more wood. Oh, and a key. I didn't even notice the key. It must have been there. A clamp. We can't interact with it. And there's another baptismal candle here. Or some sort of holy, blessed candle.
Móvel. Da casa sin spondes taises.
Mooville, not Mooville. I'm going to assume this is indeed the key.
Bogia.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, really?
Na bogia.
Okay, so the key inside the garage is not the key to the car. There's nothing in the back of the car. Okay, I don't see it in here, and I don't hear it in here. So let's leave the garage. Okay, interesting. So there's going to be a vehicle in the game. I'm assuming this means that we'll be able to explore more of the mountain as well. Interesting. Okay, well, before we do more exploring, I'm going to try to see if I can make some coffee. So it occurs to me that we found a pan that looks like it can hold water. We don't have a pail. So maybe we're supposed to fill the pan with water and then bring it back here, set it in the oven, put some firewood in the oven, light it, set the coffee beans into the pan, and cook it that way. Which is not how I cook my coffee, but I have, I suppose, you know, the luxury of modern technology and a coffee maker here. So, on that regard, we'll need this. So let's go ahead and take this out with us. Oh, okay, and we store it in our inventory. We're not carrying it in our hand. So while we're doing this, I guess we can talk about your guys' comments for a tiny bit. So, I am, first off, not going to record any of these in advance. Like, I'm not going to have a backlog of games to upload. At least that's not my intention for the Halloween games I'm recording. Well, actually, some series I'll do that with. But a series like this one, I will try to respond back to you guys' comments, both by leaving a comment of my own, and also I'll talk to you guys about them here in the video, because I think that's more personable. So, Bart Williams was talking about that he lives up in Vermont. Hey, sir! That's pretty awesome. I liked my visits to Vermont when I had been there. One second. This is apparently taking all my attention. It was very beautiful. I live in South Jersey, so I drove up there once, and that took about 12 hours thanks to traffic coming up past through Massachusetts. Yeah, that took a long time, that drive. But it was fun, and my friend Caroline was super happy to see me when I had visited her. The other times I visited her, I took the train, which took only about 5 hours from Philadelphia station up there. Very beautiful. Very beautiful up there when I would go. I always went in the summer, not the winter, because it was my belief I wanted to be somewhat pleasant when I was up there. And every time I would visit, the weather was cool for the summer. I don't think at any one point was it in the 90s when I was up there. I don't even think that it was in mid-80s when I had visited. It was always at most during the daylight hours. It would have been in like the when was it? Like the 70s or so. Maybe mid-70s, but it was pleasant. I was never felt like I was too hot. Let's see. So do I place this? And then do I take this? Okay. I don't know how this works. So let's find out. Let's see. Is that what it... Okay, so we don't put the coffee in the oven. Can we put the, Wait, what goes there? That looks... It should be this. Hold on. I want to make sure I do this right. Let's see, do I put the coffee underneath of it? No. Do I heat the water? Oh, stop. Don't do that. Let's see. Open you up. I should put the coffee on before lighting the fire. Oh, okay, sure. How do I do that? Okay, so it's like syrup? Okay, so the coffee's in the water, the pot is on the oven, the wood is in the oven. And now oh, it's going to be hot coffee. Oh, right, of course it is, Tim. Let's take the cup. I think it will know when it's done. Hope we don't burn it. This is super important for a horror game, that we get our coffee correct. Ooh. Well, a delicious cup of coffee should be enjoyed sitting down. Bitter. Nice. And we've gained a little bit of sanity, I suppose is what that is, right? That's what we learned from the picture by the secondary barn? The other barn. Okay, so we've learned how to make coffee. We could make even more of it, I suppose, if we wanted to increase our sanity a little more. But I think we'll do some exploring first. Actually, why don't we do this? We can talk about your guys', we can talk about the other comments while we mix ourselves some more coffee. So we'll get ourselves nice and sane, and that will hopefully help us. I think. Alright, so... who else left me comments? Ben Shaime mentioned how he loved the hand-drawn art right there at the very least, I guess, at the title screen. And it reminded him of Okami. And that was a game I never played. That game, I believe, was out on the... Oh, man! I think it was on a Was it on a PlayStation game? I can't remember now. It's been many years. But I think that one you played like a wolf, if I recall correctly. And you could do drawings during combat. You would use you would use ink and a brush to like create trees to leap up under enemies and swing to make a like I think you would draw like slash symbols to launch attacks against enemies and so on. It was really well done. I forgot all about that game. I think it's out on Steam now. It's available on the PC. So I've never played through it, but it looked like a great game at the time, at least. Bruno has mentioned that their language here seems to be Swiss German. That is super cool. I myself am part German, but I don't speak a single word of it. My grandmother on my father's side came off the boat from Germany here in America, and she could speak fluent German. I could speak not a single word of it. It did sound a bit Swiss to me, but again, I don't speak Swiss either. Although one of my friends is Swiss. He's super excited to see another game where it's slow-paced because we get to enjoy all of my walking and talking and looking around at things and trying to find secrets and so on, which I do, I think, a little too much of in these games. Hopefully, at least I keep it interesting for you guys. If not interesting, maybe entertaining. Okay, we do have another coffee container. Oh. Right, we want to put the coffee in. Is that thrown away now? Yes, okay, so that is gone. We take this piece of wood, set the wood into the oven. My goodness, 2 cups of coffee. Now, to be fair, this looks about right for the size of the cup you want. I didn't realize that there's 6 ounces is what we use here in America for a cup of coffee. I thought it was standard 8 ounces for a cup. And it turns out I've been having 20 ounces of coffee a day. I wish I could tell you what that is in milliliters, but I do not know what that would be. Hold on, we're gonna have another cup of coffee. I can't tolerate too much coffee. It gives me anxiety, and I feel weird for the rest of the day, and I begin to shake if I do any activity outside. It's pretty funny, actually, that does it to me. Fear resistance permanently increased. Wonderful. Okay, let's keep our cup there. I guess we don't have to wash the cup and pot when we're done. I haven't seen any soap, or otherwise I would go out to the well and wash them after I'm done using them. And as long as we're cleaning up... No, don't do that. Go ahead and remove that as well. Stop! Okay, 2 cups of coffee had. We'll have to keep it open for more food. And of course, more coffee. Yeah, but I still have, I think it's 16 ounces of coffee for breakfast when I have coffee, which is like every 3rd day. Since I don't think I can tolerate it every single day any longer. I probably could, actually, if I only have 8 ounces of coffee. But I like having lots of cream and sugar in the coffee. So I have 3 packets of sugar and like a 1/4 a cup of milk in my coffee, along with the coffee itself. All right, where are we going now? So, is anyone else leave any comments? Robert Barron says there's no need to talk when the narration happens because everyone can read what they say on screen. Yep. So for the voting for this video, we're going to try not talking whenever the narrator speaks, from the main character to our character. Although I guess I will speak when we're looking at books or reading texts, even though the narrator will do some talking there. I feel like this is a heroic overlook. I want to stare out over things here really quick. That is amazing. Look how beautiful the fog is. Or the clouds. Fog is clouds. Destruction42K has said he's really happy to see Halloween games being played in August. Yep. About mid-August is when I try to begin uploading the when I begin uploading Halloween games from my channel. I don't like waiting to September. I want to start right away. Technically, I want to start as early as January because I really enjoy playing these atmospheric games. But I forced myself to wait till mid-August. And that's all I've got written down for comments. So thank you guys again for leaving them. And now, let's walk into the clouds and see if we can make our way to the graveyard that we saw. There's another building out here. These can't all be barns. But maybe they are. Maybe they're for storage of different types of items. I guess if the farmland has been divvied up, like one area would have the goats in it. You guys heard that open, right? Something sounded like the door opened. I don't know why I would want to light straw on fire at this moment. Maybe there's something hidden under it, but I'm not willing to burn the building to check. There's a sled here that he was working on. I wonder if this is a hint that we'll be up in the mountains later on in the game. We saw another sled inside the house, with like stored between the second and third floors. Oh, is there a rake?
Yeah.
Cycle big equipment. Hold, then release to poke. Oh, okay. We'll be defending ourselves at some point, it would seem. Can we move the hay or straw? No, we cannot. What's this? Oh. We can hide in the straw. So let it be known something will eventually chase us. Alright, we're not going to take that with us at the moment. Another, what I assume is still a rack for sheep furs?
A caplote de Jeremias.
That's a shame. This is the second time that's happened. We've accidentally been able to glance at something in the distance through something that blocks our line of sight. So we mentioned there's Jeremiah's chapel. We'll be wanting to visit that. So I haven't seen anything else up in this area. There was nothing else that we could take inside that structure except for the pitchfork. I don't know. What do you guys... How much inventory space does that consume? Let's take a look. Oh, it doesn't take up any space. We must carry, I guess, to the side of our current pack. I guess we'll take it then. We'll have some means to defend ourselves if it comes down to fighting something. But I would prefer to avoid having to fight if we can. hear someone singing. It's a girl's voice. Oh, there's another pitchfork here. And a cross above it. There's someone on the cliff face there. Jeremiah's chapel to the right, graveyard to the left. I don't think we're going to be allowed to hop over the stone fence surrounding it. Look like bones to me, actually.
Parascos Jeremias vesserau il senteri.
Looks like Jeremiah locked the graveyard. Let's see if he has the key to the graveyard. It's a girl with her pet goat, though there's two goats up there. The dark one we saw earlier, and a new one, a lighter one.
Hallo Bobetta. Viala scaures as. Has tigrat Mundaun il sulegl? La Bobetta ha tremes in desegna mi. Si c'è columbriva della caplotta.
It looks like if we can look at the chapel's cross there at the right angle, it should reveal something to us.
L'umbriva del clucè della caplotta muossa exactamente in quel grep.
The shadow of the chapel tower points exactly to this rock.
In beats up, Jeremias.
And time advances again. Interesting. Things don't work quite the way I would have expected them to work in this world. And the girl is gone.
La fossa è vitta. Uras da discorrer con plevon Jeremias.
This makes me suspect that good Father Jeremias understands something strange is happening.
Ezzi, ursinna camminada. La fossa da tatta.
The graveyard hasn't been maintained in a while, apparently. Huh. There's some sort of mountain lift. I wonder where that came from. Well, church bells are ringing. Let's not keep the good priest waiting. Maybe he'll be able to explain what's going on here. And this is as far as I got, everyone. So from here on out, it's going to be new for me. Let's see what happens.
Ultimamente demos só em simétrica que da Troia.
Interesting. So we are carrying him inside of us. It wasn't just a gift. He's actually able to use us to get past thresholds that he would not otherwise be able to take. Notice how all the windows are somewhat boarded up. This reminds me of The Grudge or Ju-on, where a girl knew she was cursed to die from this ghost and used newspapers to completely seal the windows so nothing could find her. He knows what's going on. He must.
Codin, så fast ikaw.
Assurigno mai a breve.
Bien dit, signor Plevon.
Dio sei con te, mio figlio.
Eu ai survegniu vossa breve, Jeremias. Vos vais crer que tat sei de morte.
Morts is het raus.
In feu que enclavau.
Fetch tragic. Il feinsto avete di au fiuc. Io tappa sai pippa carazzata. E sto esse se dormentaus.
De coines finiastres serades con aises?
Elles modern. Schau dat in stemprau? Al radio bin probiu in stemprau?
Vos jais manzegnas. La fossa de tate vita. Vos lasciaun vos in quella ruina arsa.
Oh, Nus aveva un po' da portare alla barra, ma nus aveva un po' di tirella. E le occasioni, Deus, torna buona voz.
Ein quei bolas iniziales de meu tats in quella chista de len.
F e C con il simbolo de flors. Florin caminada. Mira?
In a candaila.
La candela da patten da città. Ti dois sapere. En vida ella questa sera von chi a lì. Metta ella in la cornina. In memoria da Florin. Io sto a preparare il priete per domenica. Stai questa notte nella casa da città. Stai boccando. Da buon va se ne vasco in prebus.
Spitiai, signor Plevon.
Oh no! The shadows have grown long again. Is it night now? There was more I wanted to explore, but I don't think we have time. I guess it won't matter if we're leaving on the first bus out of here. I feel compelled to check the graveyard, though. Nothing on the road. I guess we'll follow the lit path back home. I don't remember these candles being here earlier. I think they were lit for us. We just got an autosave. I suspect some... A creature made of straw. And that looks like a skull with horns burning there now to me. There's a light. They're carrying. I noticed at least 3. That one's walking right up to our house, our grandfather's house. Our house now. We might not be able to, but I'm going to try sneaking past it. They don't sound human. One's gonna be... Oh. I thought it would walk up there and look over the ridge, but it's not. I don't know if we'll be safe inside Grandfather's house, but we're gonna, I guess, pray we will be. Oh! Sorry, I screamed. I didn't see anything near me. They must have some sort of ranged attack. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what window gets the candle. I think we find tobacco for the pipe. Put on. What window sill gets the candle on it? I thought we found a picture that showed us. We did not. It's a painting.
La casa de Tat. Ah, quella glis d'ina candaila che svesa tras la finestra della combra de dormir.
The center window is the one that's going to be opened. At least if that painting is somehow relates to where we should place the candle. Am I really going to spend the night sleeping here? Yeah, it looks like they're made completely out of... Well, there might be someone inside of it. I somehow doubt it, though. Well, let's see what happens when we go to bed. The difficulty of enemy encounters can be adjusted in the settings.
Eu spero de se vedi date d'un flaruau stat. In Cerias, Tat metteva dina quels il pezz, avon che se dormentà.
I've never heard of this thing before.
Per schiccià ils nausche sperz.
The candle has burnt itself out. Sounds like rain.
Da stai.
I'm not going to let them hurt her. We don't know anything about her, but I'm not letting him. I'm not letting him. Okay, she's okay.
Am provesti de gizicia i mi. Sasti bocincha. Qua è tante giovane. Schwester stau durando Jahre. Quel stamattina dormia a baracca. Nebbiala caura, alva scola naif. Un curios mostra all'enzupail.
We have one of these wine bottles. Grandfather kept it hidden in a different room. I wonder what that necklace is that she's wearing. The straw men seem to have some sort of light shining from their chest as well. Unless that's coming from their eyes. We saw that the straw men have some sort of face in their chest when one of them had tried to attack the little girl. The Twin Peaks. They had no snow on them even back at this time. So we are following our grandfather up the mountain. I wonder if he made some sort of pact with the Dark Man for some reason.
Ouça já esse monstro de Deus. Ouça já esse monstro de Deus.
Scorpi ciao, nies corporal Walter Eusturz.
taccia il minchia momento. Guarda una volta su rispi.
In intera armata è pronta per fare l'attacca. In intera armata è pronta per fare l'attacca. Hai ora quintau, HR. Mia donna hai in speranza. Ma qua importa se pli. Quai hai la fin.
Forse non è stato perso, mis amis. Quello ad una via ubrigia.
Whatever debt I think my grandfather had to pay, maybe he didn't make it. And that's why this person's looking for us to pay his debt now.
Quella cauror del sia mi si mein so ciao.
Oh, man. Well, I wasn't expecting to find a goat's head. We can't leave through that way, at least. Snowing stones?
Il pittura artista. Forse si so più o meno che splende sgronda senza dire.
Ah.
Jesus Maria! C'hai hai poi!
Io hai giù una visione. Io avevo vus durante l'uiara.
A Florina muss hauen zu join. Ella ist schon in der Stadt in der Fond Spezial. Während dem Cheers der letzte Sohres. E dosse vedi ein Busch bei dem Cheers.
Dem stiers?
Als wil maar je kaplotten. Ella venida profanada. Boa idea! Com che ela podia surmontar la sava ed entrare nella caplotta.
Io avevo in un veglia in mia visione dell'uiara. Ci è qua.
Ella e Dina può poi comparire nel decorso della storia in tempi di disperazione. Ed ora è il bar tornaus. Voglio spacire!
Il ciao caura era si lealtà.
Il ciao d'allegria!
Ci hai allegria.
La caura preferita del corporal Walter. Ti sto sfruttando il ciao avanti. E sarà quintati de pli, scel voi.
Ci ai corporal Walter.
In kai stausen lo jahre und die Tate mai. Nies corporal era scel era vo propi in manadre de vaia. Florina ai sia niazza.
E ne uam fiau quel corporal Walter.
Io ai vo viu de pions. Die Tate visitau el in sil bunker. El portava reformiment. Poi desses die F-Asche, die wots in Chacunel. Elle dine staus in nach Sturm e durant lo jahre ai tot un monumento.
Nur ai il bunker.
Die sto si dalle via sì. A poi ai si memia los. Io tracca di stesses prendere il muro de Florin.
C'hai reforniment portava tate del.
It'll be the wine probably that we have.
Florina deponiu quella clafti mai. Forza anfles de pli e si un laboratori. Cau prenela.
Senza vesè, signor Clement.
Io sai che contai.
This makes me think a father and a daughter has been buried there. Alright, I want to save the game. So let's try getting back to the house.
Cauine gli senza interi.
Oh, I guess we could have stopped to look inside the graveyard before we arrived there. But I was in such a hurry to avoid the rocks. Holy crap. The file doesn't begin to do that justice. Wow, this took a turn for the worse very quickly. Let's see if there's anything new in this barn. We'll go to our grandpa's house, and we'll call the session then. And that wasn't here before. I don't remember a giant rock in front. So this must have been blown off the mountain, maybe. I see nothing else in here. I don't hear any of the straw men around. Just our own footsteps. I wonder if what's occurring to the church is happening because the painter is painting it as it happens. It's an interesting way to have to make magic occur if that's the case. I like that idea. Wow. We'll look a little more thoroughly into the church later. Alright everyone, thank you guys for watching. So I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching again, and oh, let's also shut the window. No reason to leave that open. Sorry, I just ran out of the house to save the girl. It didn't even occur to me to lock up. I don't hear anything else in the house, so hopefully nothing else made it in while we were out. In that case, we're going to stop here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.